All right, first things first. This is our table that we're going to attempt to do our a Lokar shifter on. I'm going to tally it when I run my good vinyl table here, where I do my vinyl and stuff with any tranny fluid. A little Harbor Freight dolly for $8. And at the very last minute, we were like, oh man, we don't have any way to mount that little cheap camera we've got. So my son found this in the garage. We actually use this to compress one of the spring clutches on the transmission. We drilled a hole. We're going to mount a bolt, and it just happens to slide right into the bottom of this camera. So here we go. Alright, so we're working on Bub's 65 Ford F100, and we rebuilt the transmission. It's a C6, had some markings on it indicated it might be an 82, and this says 10 of 81, so we're going to go with an 82. And he wanted to paint his truck an older fashioned color, and we found some Dupla color, which is a Sherwin-Williams paint. It's called Torque and Teal, and I think it's going to look pretty nice. And of course, this video is about our install of his Lokar shifter that he went with. Because we did do the rebuild ourselves, thanks to Bad Shoe Productions, we were able to spend the money on a nice Lokar shifter for his truck. And so that's what we're doing today. And we got this from Speedway Motors. And hope you enjoy us trying to tear this thing up. And here we go. We're going to start by putting on some of the side brackets. By the way, we got this little dolly here at Harbor Freight. Nice little setup. Works great for this. Got us inside, air conditioned. It's 96 outside today. Middle of July in Oklahoma. So here we go. So we're going to start by, this is the mounting bracket. And this centers right here, that's where it goes. Then we have a left and a right, or right and left, whichever way you're looking at it. And this basically mounts to the underneath side of this. And you'll take this band adjustment screw, and we'll take it out. Now we haven't really got our inch pound set on this. You want to be careful if you're doing this in your truck, not to turn that. That's your band adjustment. But we're not going to tighten those down. We're going to use our I need to get a new nut anyway with the new washer on it, and so we're just going to slap it on there for today, for the intensive purposes of the video. We're going to put that on. We're going to put our new. Well, if I can get that, this would be very hard underneath of a vehicle, because that adjustment screw is that lock nut's not wanting to go on without turning that band adjustment. So. I would recommend marking that band adjustment. Take this off. Mark that band adjustment so that you know where it goes, and that way if you've turned it a quarter of a turn, we can just go right in and adjust that back where it goes. All right, so we've got this one in. I'll take this off so we don't drop it. We're going to spin ourselves around here. I've already loosened the bolt, but just on the servo cover, there's a little bolt here, and we're going to take that off, and we're going to put on the other side, and that just slides on just like so. All right, so we're getting set up here, ready to go. Slide this towards me here, and which side did that go to, Bo? You remember? Right. Goes to the front. There we go. And this goes on top of these adjustment brackets, And there's a couple of screws, hex head screws, and the lock washer that goes with it. And we're going to hand tighten them for right now. I need a couple more. just going to hand tighten it. For one, you still got to put your shifter on. And the instructions on this are very, very clear, very thorough. We do not have the engine installed. We don't even have the cab on. It's sitting as a frame in the yard right now. And we're going to do some adjustments anyway. On this little C6, they put in, they dropped the 3 in the tree and put the automatic in the floor. And when they did that, I know you probably can't see it from the video, but in the paint, there's a couple rubs here. This rubbed against the transmission on the bottom of the cab. And we're probably going to have to go in, and there's all kinds of rust in it anyway. And we're going to have to go in and cut us a new floor base and have it designed where we want it. So this was right up against the bottom of the cab. And so hopefully yours is not going to be in the same case. Everything will be original to your vehicle, and you shouldn't have any problems with this shifter if it's original. But when you're dealing with unoriginal parts, it becomes a little bit chaotic. Look there, Bub's already got the lock washers on for me. I'll have him do this. He's 15 years old. He's 15, turned 15 in May of this year. You got a little scratch on your printer, Bub. And we bought this truck. It was sitting in a fence row. We're gonna have other videos on this. This might even be several in line. I don't know where they're all gonna sit. He's gonna edit all this stuff. And he's probably one of a few 15-year-olds that actually broke down his truck and put his tranny on a bench. And we just used a lot of YouTube videos and stuff like that. And he rebuilt his own transmission. And that Bad Shoe Productions, by the way, it's pretty helpful. It's very good information to have. And so here's your little rear mounting bracket. Looky there. So I wasn't paying attention to how that went on. All right, so those are all set up. And the next set just dropped right in the top. I say it drops right in there. I'm having a little trouble getting that straightened out. Alright. We're not mechanics by any means, so you have to forgive us for being stupid. Get that lined out here. Alright. So that's all lined up. That one can go down a little tighter, and just hand tight. The thing's pretty stout. Pretty stout. Yeah, we got a 3/16 hex here. We'll just tap that down just a little bit. We'll just lock some of these down into place a little bit. Probably gonna have taken some of these out to actually mount the shifter. I don't want to do it too much. All right, man, that's pretty solid, guys. Pretty solid, considering we just got things hand tight. All right, now, next item on the agenda is this little guy here. This is the trans arm. It's got this little lock screw in there, and this just slides. We just freshly painted this, and we do have paint on it. It's a little grouchy. All right, so we'll end up taking that. That's actually got a nylon lock nut on it, and he wants this mounted, and we're just gonna throw this on here for video purposes. And he got a 23-inch. He liked this thing being big, bad, and tall, and it's probably gonna have to go in towards the rear. I'd quite imagine. Well, it's gonna set up because when it's in the parked position, it's gonna be up pretty close to the dash. Let's just put it right here. We don't have to take any bolts out. Just start sliding these guys in here. Yeah. The shaft, hold that shaft for a second. Alright, so here we are. We had to do some revisions. I took a 1/2 inch wrench I put a piece of masking tape on there, and we're gonna have to go up in it like this. We couldn't get it, and maybe it was just me, but he's gonna tighten that down. Oh, outstanding! All right, good job, Bob. And we're not gonna tighten it because we're gonna plan on moving it, but that works pretty good for that. Just something we had to come up with. Just put a little piece of tape on there, and it will hold right there. All right, we can always use the other end. Well, that's that. Now, one thing we did not do, because we do not know where the actual placement of this is going to be, and we can actually supposed to be able to turn this around where this accommodates for his seat if need to be. But you have the actual rod here. And so this goes on like so, and then your end goes on, and it's got a little nylon lock nut on it. And same thing on this end. It's already installed here on the. And you will take it. There's direction on how to take and cut this. And like I said, we didn't cut it because we don't know where it's going to go. But that's supposed to be from the park position. And you take and measure it, whatever length you need it to be, which ours will be about right there when we're done. And you take and you screw that on. And then put these little clips on here, and that's about it for the Lokar shifter. Thanks for watching.